and today I will present you the cicd pipeline project. So in this project, basically we will build a GitHub repository from scratch, and then we use a GitHub Actions in which we will create a make file for installing the softwares in the environment, requirement.txt, in which we will mention our softwares or our dependencies and the application code, which is based on our Flask application code too. And we also integrate this with Azure pipelines to enable continuous delivery to Azure App Services. And the Flask application is actually predict the housing prices in Boston. So we have created the Trello board actually to keep track of the tasks. So let's go to there. So we also have a architectural diagram here in which you can see that in Azure Cloud Shell we have Makefile, Test, Flask app, and the requirements.txt. And whenever the push action trigger, the GitHub actually triggers there is a cicd pipeline which will be triggered, like the GitHub Action CI pipeline and the Azure DevOps cicd pipelines, which will actually apply the Flask ML app. So the next, actually you have to create the Git repository, which we have already created. So I will just show you the example at how to create it. So just go to your section, repository, and also create a new one. For example, public test presentation, for example, and add a readme file, git ignore Python, for example, because our code is based on Python, and because we have already included the Azure pipeline in our GitHub, so it's already there. So just have to create a repository, and here we have to test. So but since we have already created it, we will use that one. And then in the requirement, actually we have to implement the SSH key. So if you go to the settings, in the SSH and GPG keys, you can see there are some SSH keys which is already there. How we can generate it? We can just go to our Azure Cloud Shell and use this command, SSH key gen, and SSH key gen, and I think here you have to do this, SSH key gen /drs. With this command you can actually create the SSH key, and then you have to copy the SSH key and store it in the new SSH key. You can store it there. Then you can clone your directory, or because here if you go, there is an option SSH. Then you can use this option when you store your SSH key into your GitHub. So now we have to create the project scaffolding. So here actually we have already created it, so I will just show you quickly that first of all, when we install the dependencies, like here you can see when they clone, then you can see that your GitHub repository is actually cloned. So now you have to switch to the new directory, which I have already switched, cd, because here you can see there are some files, and now we have to create a virtual environment. So we will create the virtual environment by using this command. So I will just paste it here. Here you can see that the new virtual environment is created. So now we have to source it as well. So I will just source it, so now you can see that I am in my Python virtual environment. So basically here we use a make all command, because if you go to the make file in your, here you can see make file, and in the install section we actually install pip install upgrade pip and the requirements.txt. So in the requirement.txt we have actually mentioned all our dependencies which we need to build and deploy this project, and also to use this Python class application. So we will install Python, PyTest, Flask, Panda, and all these dependencies. So what we do, we will just use the make all command, which actually trigger all the above command as well, because here install, lint and test is mentioned. So I will just do the make all command, and you will see that it's installed the requirement.txt. So it's already test hello center pass. So here actually we also test the code, and in the test hello.py we have actually write some test cases, and it also actually passed. If you want to see the failed test cases, you can just go to this here, and you can see that if you run the command again, you will see that there will be some test cases which is failed. So one failed, one passed. But I will do the same again. Run the make all command. Now we have to go to our Trello board again. So we have created the virtual environment, we have created the script and test files. So now we need to set up the GitHub Actions. So how we can set up it? Actually we have to go to our Actions tab, and here you can just I have already set up my workflow, but you just to show you, you can just click on the new workflow, and here you can like choose some, or you can also skip this and set up your own workflow. And here you can actually copy the code from my repository if you want, because here I have already if you go there in the GitHub workflows, here you can copy my YAML file, like, because I have to install 3.7 Python version and lint actually, and also test with PyTest. So you can copy this Python, have your YAML file here, and when you do this, when you commit this, your workflow actually will start. Your GitHub Actions will be triggered. But as I've already done this, so I don't need to do it again. So now I have to go to my Trello board again. So verify remote test pass in GitHub Actions. We will do this once, just a second. We will do this. So to do this, I will just show you I will go to here how the test cases are passed. So like also I have mentioned my YAML code here as well, so you can copy it from here as well. And GitHub Action build pass. How we can do this? Just a second. Maybe we can change something here. For example, in the README file, I will just go to the YouTube section and add some test comment. So now we have to check its status. So this one is the test hello.py, and is modified. So I can check it for GitHub. edit and git push. So now I will go to my, and you can see that here there is a new GitHub action workflow trigger. So if you open this one, you can see that all my GitHub, here you can see they're installing the dependencies. Okay, now you can see that everything is passed. So that's how you can trigger the GitHub Action CI. So I just added something and push, and on the push action, GitHub Action CI pipeline is triggered. But we have also attached integrated the continuous deployment as well. So this I will show you, later, and CD with Azure pipeline. So how we can create it? I have showed it in my review file in very detail. So, but first we have to deploy the web app to the Azure App, to the Azure App Service we have deployed, because we then use our Flask app to deploy on this Azure App Service. So we just have to copy this one to here, and then if you run this command, you will see that there is a new, because it's already created, so there is a web app will be created for this. So, but I will not use this command. So the next step is to integrate the continuous integration pipeline. So first you can go to the new project, for example, project name, and then the new project will create, and then also here you can go to the pipelines and the new pipeline, and here you can choose your GitHub, and here you will see, okay, this one is my repository, so you have to choose this one. For example, I will choose this one, and then we will say, okay, start the pipeline, or existing as your pipeline YAML file, whatever you want. But you can also choose other pipelines as well. So like for example, I will choose this one, Python to Linux Azure. If you choose this one, and then it will, you have to create okay, so now you can choose the validate app, but as I have already choose this, so when you click on this one, it will configure your new pipeline, but I will not do this. So here you can see that there are a lot of files, lot of commits which is not deployed yet. And the reason is this, because my agent, I guess, is not started. So I have to go to my agents. I have actually installed my self-hosted agent in my PC. So let me try that here and make it I have installed it in my save. Yeah. I just have to run this from here. And then you can see listening for jobs. And it's running. So now you can see that maybe one of them is now running. So how can you create the self-hosted agent? You just have to go to the project settings, and here maybe you can find agent pools. You have to create a new pool, self-hosted, name test, create, and here you can add a new agent, download this agent into your system, and then, for example, if I download this, I will have this file, and then you can just click on the config file, and also you need a path for this while installing your self-hosted agent. So the path you can have it from here, personal access token, and here I have already configured it, so you just have to create a new token, and then you will have a path, and then you can do your you can install your self-hosted agent there. So now I will go to my project pipeline, and here let me show you my actually working on this one. So I will wait for some time, because right now I didn't start my agent, and there are so many builds in queue. So I will wait for some few minutes so that all of them are clean, and then we will check it again. So now we are back. You can see that all the builds and the pipeline are running in the running state now, and all is deployed. So we will go to our next step. So I have already shown these things to you. So now what we will do, we will just check, we will just push the command, push something again. Like for example, here I will just change something of a test command for Azure cicd pipeline. So I will just go here and save it and check its status. Also delete comments. So now I will push it again. So again you can see in our for example here in the action tab, a new GitHub action workflow is triggered. Also in the Azure pipeline, you can see that there is a new pipeline which is triggered. So first, yeah, you see artifact is created, and now what we have to do, the deployment. So it's deployed, and we can check what are the files which is actually updated. So in the view change, you can see readme updated, and here you can see our changes. So now I will move towards our app services. So the source code, and you can see our Flask is deployed, But now there is one more thing we have to check, that if our app is working fine, and also give the correct predictions as well. So what we can do, we can open, because if you go to the app.py section, so here you can see that we have one route which can predict. So I will check this route in my Postman. So if you go out here, you can see that if I put the URL here with the post action and also the payload here, I can have the prediction. But I can also show you in the local environment as well. So let me run the Python app.py. Now you can see that my app is running, so I have to open the other Cloud Shell to check the prediction in my local. So I will just quickly do this. Okay, I will just quickly do this. And now I have to create and now here you can check the predictions. So you can see my prediction is there. So everything is working fine, and if we go towards the review file, if we have this any step, I think everything is fine now. I have already shown you on the local prediction as well as the Postman. So now, yeah, there are some enhancements that we can auto scale based on the load. So yeah, that's all for this project's presentation, I guess. And if there is anything you need to ask, you can email me or write the comment section, whatever. Thank you so much for today, and I'm done with this. Thank you, bye.